I would like to invite you guys to turn your cameras on if you feeling frisky, all right? I'm just that type of person. I like to see beautiful faces. I love to see you guys smiling. I know that you guys are dedicated. And that's what makes a difference because there's some people out there that aren't really expressing dedication to this and they're going to be left behind. Y'all are at the forefront of what this industry is getting ready to change into because our beauty industry is can be at jeopardy if we don't take hold of what makes us special, what makes us valuable. I'm going to welcome y'all to the first timers. For people who have never seen me before or have not been introduced to me, hi y'all. How y'all doing? Yeah, I'm super excited. I love it. I love it. Clients don't even recognize that they might be coming for relaxation, but it gives us another opportunity to be great. Okay, be great.
Hi, I'm here. Brittany's here.
Oh, there you go, Britt. Britt, what's up, girl?
Well, I'm Brittany. I'm from Midland, Texas. I'm a mother of three. I'm a cosmetologist, and I was looking to add this service onto my business. I want my clients to experience like the ultimate luxury relaxation. I want my clients to not only feel coming to me to do their hair, but also to help them go more in depth when it comes to solving their scalp issues, their hair loss issues. And really, I'm just here to help my clients out more than what I already do.
I am dedicated. Brittany, she was like, oh my God, I can't believe, yes, in
Yes.
3 weeks, yes, I'll be flying down there because guess what? We got to get this off the ball because Rayshawn cares so much about your return on investment.
Hey y'all, so I can't turn on my camera, but I wanted to just say I'm Kenyatta Nicole. I'm a natural hairstylist in Smyrna, Georgia. Me and Rayshawn met over Instagram. So the power of social media, words can't even explain it sometimes. Rayshawn, just at the time, like when she, I guess, was getting started, and she reached out and we talked about the head spa and what it can do for my clients, my salon. And you actually end up flying down to Georgia and you taught a class at Sabor Beauty. And so it has been life changing. I'm telling y'all, like doing something like this for me too. I struggle like what can I do to help when it comes to my client scalp because I'm all into healthy hair. So how can I help them achieve their hair goals and take stress off of me and where I can generate more income. So with the scalp care, the head spa, it has helped me to, help my clients and add additional revenue. And not only that, but I gained a friend in the process of learning the head spa. But
Yes.
I just want to truly say thank you. I'm so proud of you. If y'all don't know, Rayshawn just came down here and supported me. Like she said, she's going to Texas, Midland, Texas. She's all about the success of her students. I love that. She just came down here to help me on a big event that I just had. And so I'm just forever grateful for you. I love you.
I love
And
you.
I'm super proud of you.
Yay. Yes, y'all don't even know stuff like that is those are the moments that are able to bring tears to my eyes. We as stylists have to step up and be that forefront and make ourselves valuable, and we do that with scalp care. I want to jump into the reasons that I started this workshop to begin with because this was a lot of work. And you don't just do this for no reason. One of the reasons that I started offering scalp care, talking about scalp care, and mainly doing this workshop is because of the misinformation that's associated with scalp care currently today. There's so much information that is not necessarily good for the scalp. There's things about rice water. There's things about coconut oil. There's things about avocado oil. There's things about rosemary. There's all kind of different things. But how do you know which one is right or has been scientifically tested? You don't really know that. So what I wanted to do was really be a source of reliable information, science-based information, because everything that I talk about is research. I've either done it or I've read an article where they've done it and they've done it multiple times. And that is what science-based is about. It is about the research and diving in. Okay. But another reason that I did this workshop was because there was a lot of stylists who were curious about scalp care. They wanted to know. They're like, hey, Rayshawn, well, how do you do this? Where did you get that bed? I got that question like, oh my gosh, can I perform this if I'm an esthetician? Like I get all of these questions all the time. So I figured I would do something that I could add value to you guys as well as answer some of the questions that you have as well, because you guys are here for a reason. I know you want to gain some basic insight, but I want to also give you that insight with a little bit of information on how you can participate in the scalp care certification course to bring that information to the next level for your salon. So let's do it. All right. I'm here to be a guide for you. If you want to learn scalp care, I'm like the Obi-Wan to help you get through it. I'm gonna guide you through. I ain't gonna do the fighting. That's y'all. Y'all are the Luke Skywalkers of this story. Okay. Also, I have educated several stylists that are opening high-end salons in different parts of the country. Today, you heard from a stylist in Atlanta as well as a stylist in Midland, Texas. Both of those stylists are doing it big and ready to start offering the service right now. Because remember, we're at the beginning of this journey. So the head spa is just starting out. And if you want to do it right, this is the direction to go. And I am so grateful for everybody who has taken the class and are showing up and showing out. Y'all go ahead. Y'all go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead, ladies. We are in a $1 trillion industry. We are in a $1 trillion industry. And as beauty professionals, I get to tell you, we are at the lower end of the totem pole when it comes to this money, y'all. We really have to make, like, offering scalp care services gives you access to this $1 trillion value that you see in front of you. It gives you access to that because now you're kind of straddling the fence. You're going into the medical portion of it. You're able to provide this value and utilizing every part of your beauty professional license. Y'all, you want a part of it? I know. We got into the beauty industry to generate revenue. And this is a way for us to generate that revenue. Okay. So let's talk about 7 reasons that the microscope analysis is so important for our industry. First of all, the microscope analysis helped me identify what the problem my client was having. It helps your client see the problem. I don't know how many clients, y'all, you would tell them you shouldn't use this on your scalp, you shouldn't use this on your hair, this color is not working, or you're washing your hair too frequently. How many times have you heard that? And people are, no, I'm not. You can show them that. You can show them their dry scalp. You can show them their oily or greasy scalp. You can show them that and help them see the problem. A lot of you may have had the question, should I be offering scalp care? Can I offer scalp care? I'm an esthetician. I'm a massage therapist. Can I offer scalp care? I'm a cosmetologist that specializes in healthy hair. Can I offer scalp care? I'm a cosmetologist that does locks. Can I offer scalp care? I'm somebody who does dreads or braids. Can I offer scalp care? But guess what? All y'all, every last one of you can offer scalp care because you have the license to practice. A massage therapist cannot do the hair, but a massage therapist can definitely massage the scalp. An esthetician cannot do the hair, but an esthetician can definitely massage the scalp and apply essential oils to the scalp. Cosmetologists, y'all, yes, we take the cake, okay? And I am partial. I want to say I'm biased because I'm a cosmetologist. Cosmetologists, y'all could do it all. But I don't want to ostracize. I do want to let y'all know that all of you guys can offer the head spa. Yes, you can, okay? Scalp care has been missing from our industry. And now we have the head spa to do this with. And I'm super, super excited because the head spa is about becoming an expert, not only in scalp care, but also in changing the lives of your clients. That's what matters. They get the benefit. Clients don't even care that they're getting the scalp care. You know what they care about? That scalp massage, that steam. This is the first image I want to show you guys. This is an image of a split end. This is what a split end looks like underneath the microscope. As you can see, the end of the hair is getting ready to start splitting up. This is a fresh split end too. So we need to cut that sucker off right now. As you can see, there is that clear image that you just saw, that picture, because guess what? With this microscope, you can take a picture and a video. And that's where I got this content from. It takes a steady hand and it takes practice. When we use the microscope during the coursework, during the scalp care certification class, I make sure that you practice that throughout the week. I want to see images. I want you to share them with me, and I want you to tell me what you see. because it's super important that you are able to use the microscope. Okay, not just see what you can see, but actually use it. This is actually two hair follicles that are really close together. These hair follicles are not clean. They are dirty. And you can see that because you can see kind of like it's like a glistening here. There is that's oily. When it's water, the water is more beaded. It'll be beads. But this here is the hair follicle and it's greasy. Okay? That's a still image. Now this is a clean scalp. Look at this. So the first thing I want you to notice, one of the things that you'll be talking about to your clients is about how many follicles are coming out of the hair. How many hair follicles are coming out? You notice there's two hair follicles coming out of one follicle here. That's normal. That's normal. You're going to be showing these types of things to your client. Also, pay very close attention to the scalp. Look how clean and moisturized this is. You can tell this is after a head spa service. And also, you can also remember I talked about the droplets. Look at the water droplets. How you see how they're kind of highlighted? Look at that halo there. A halo there. A halo there. A halo there. These are reflections from the light. So that's why you see all of those reflections. That is reflection off of the water. At this point, you're going to be telling your client, look how clean that shit is. Look, you can literally almost see down into the scalp. Look how clean that is. That is what we want for our client scalps. That is where that scalp health just makes a difference. What would an oily skin on a scalp look like? I will show you guys what oily skin on the scalp looks like. And here's another two follicles coming out. Sometimes when you're looking at the hair shaft, you see some of the follicles they're crinkled or they're bent or they're irregular, and you want to talk to your client about that. Remember I talked to you about that image? I showed you guys that image. There's the video. I took that image at the same time. So I got it in focus and I took a screenshot, and that's what you see. Oh, I should have did a warning. Sorry, guys. I should have warned you. I know you're probably like, what the hell is that? Oh my gosh. All right. So this is a severe, I know, it's so gross, isn't it? This is so gross. This client used a jam, some type of product on her edges. And this product caused her to have an allergic reaction, a yeast allergic reaction. You know, if you've ever had yeast infection or known anybody who had a yeast infection, you notice that they get that cottage cheese like, and that's what you see here on top of product. One thing I do want to do as I pause this, notice how red and inflamed this scalp is. The client is not using jam no more. I just want to tell you that client is no longer using that product. So this is something worth showing your client. And y'all, for social media, y'all, you put this on social media, people gonna be looking like, what is that? And then, of course, after closer observation and lots of questioning, I learned that she was using a product that was causing her hair to be inflamed, and therefore, it got that flakiness. The yellow that you see there that's colored hair. It's not gray; it's colored. It's just this can be anytime you run into a situation like this, you must recommend the head spa. They need the full cleanse. It's super, super important that you get that off of there because we don't want that scalp to be inflamed anymore. We want to take down that irritation. We want to remove the redness from the scalp and everything as well. So here is an image of a greasy scalp. Greasy. As you can see, the grease you don't see is those halos I showed you when it was water. You don't see the halos. You see greasy. It looks like greasy. They almost look like little static everywhere. So you want to pay attention to that. This is something that you want to take note of. And what you would define this is discoloration of the scalp. And you want to take note of where that discoloration is located. During the coursework, we talk about how to label a quadrant for each area of the scalp so you know where this particular area was so that you can monitor it and ensure that it doesn't change in color, that it doesn't become inflamed, and that it doesn't become an irritant for your client. This bruising here that you see is from a client who was excessively scratching her head. I want to pause here as well. You see these healthy ends? Look at those ends. I like to point that out to my client. This right here is my hand behind there, but I'm trying to show you the ends of the client's hair. You want to show what those look like. That look good. Healthy ends under the microscope. I have an image where I got like a handful of healthy ends, which is really cool. Look at this under the microscope. That right there. Now y'all know that's some healthy hair. Look at them ends. Not one split end. This is why we're here. This client has alopecia. And immediately you would know that this client is struggling with alopecia, not because it doesn't look like she has a lot of hair, but because these super fine hairs, look how little this hair is. Another thing I would like that you would be pointing out is looking at the hair follicle. Look at how this hair follicle here, they look clogged. And do you notice something different about this? Like, look at this. What is this? And you see these little lines here. All of these things are questions that came across my mind as I began to perform her microscope analysis. One of the first questions one of the first things that made me curious is this hair cast. Yes, dark spots. Love that dark spots. Perfect. We're going to talk about those dark spots. Look from here to here. That follicle is clogged. All of that is built up on that hair follicle. This right here is the black stuff from her hair. But look at this. The black stuff is clogging her follicles too. Look right here. One of the things I talked to my client about when we came across this was because these little hairs, she sprinkles the little hair fibers. Those little hair fibers are small enough, as you can see, to slip into her hair follicle and clog that pore. We have to be careful about what we're using on our clients. The scalp looks unhealthy. You can see that the scalp looks unhealthy here. And it is a very unhealthy scalp. All of these little hair fibers are kind of embedded inside of her scalp. To me, when I saw this and I was talking to her, it was scary because I had to explain to her that she could be the cause of her hair loss by using these things, because they've not done enough research with these hair fibers and these microfibers, and it's clogging. Again, this is an unhealthy scalp. Unhealthy scalp. We see there's a small hair here. The scalp is dry. It doesn't look moisturized. Although the scalp is clean, it's still unhealthy. These little dots are a sign of unhealthy. These are areas in the scalp of indentation that are missing. They're like plugs. They're like plugs missing, and that should not be. So when you see this, you want to talk to your client about what could be causing these dots, especially if they're not showing signs of alopecia. This could be the precursor to it. So you want to be sure that you're talking to them about that. This is a clean scalp of what the client that you just was looking at, that you just saw. And as you notice, all those little hair fibers that you see are gone. No more little hair fibers. They were stuck. This one's still stuck. Look at that one. Embedded. This client in particular had already visited a dermatologist. She came to me because she was at her last end and she didn't know what to do with her hair. She went to the dermatologist. He didn't even use the microscope on her scalp at all. He just told her that she had alopecia, that it was hereditary, and there was nothing that he could do about it. And I feel that there may not be anything that you can do about it, because we're not magicians. We're not magicians. We can't make everything perfect, but we can be empathetic. We can also create regimens to help clients that can be helped. And we can provide empathy for clients that can't be.
Hello, everybody. Are you all enjoying this information?
Yes.
We have two questions. When you were going over that scope, would this be a good opportunity for a before and after analysis? Like once you provide whatever treatment, are you going to show it to them again?
So absolutely, guys. When you are performing the head spa, the beginning part that's like to kind of reel them in, let them know that they need this.
They need the service because many times clients are coming to you because they just see the head spa on social media and they're like, oh my God, this is so relaxing. But when they see their scalp, they're like, oh, this is real. This is real. This I'm getting a real scalp treatment. Absolutely. So the benefit of showing them the after, it changes the game. That is why they come back to you. That is why they want to see you again because they realize that from the beginning of the service, their follicles were clogged. The scalp looked greasy or it looked super dry, and then afterwards it looked moisturized, it looked healthy, and it looked like it that the hair could be it has an opportunity to grow.
Hi, good night.
Hi.
Hi. So I
Hi,
had
how
a
you doing,
question.
girl?
I had a question about seborrheic dermatitis. Just from your experience, have you been able to assist anybody with seborrheic dermatitis, knowing that oils probably don't really work with that type of issue? And if that is the case, have you personally assisted anybody with it? Because most of my clients actually suffer with seborrheic dermatitis. Like 75% of my clients do. And that's one of the
Wow.
reasons I decided to do this course, well, get some more information to see how I can assist.
Yes, girl, that's fine. Go ahead, ask that question. I love it. I love it. So, absolutely. My experience with seborrheic dermatitis, I think I love my success stories. I mean, absolutely. The one success story that I'm most excited about is a young guy. His name is Hunter, and he's a kid. And he came in, when I say severe seborrheic dermatitis, I actually will share when I finish answering your question. If there's no more questions, and if you guys want to stick around, I'll share the screen again and I'll pull up his results as well because they were pretty severe. He had severe detangling and as well as seborrheic dermatitis. And the concern in Thea's face when she seen it, when she said most of my clients have seborrheic dermatitis, I could see that she's empathetic with them because she knows what they struggle with. I mean, they have when I say platelets and plaques and dandruff that is so thick and peel offable, it is I mean, it can be hurt, they can have scabs, it can get infections. I mean, it can be very severe. And this client was the most severe case that I had ever experienced because he was a child and his hair was left unattended to. His mom was trying to find somebody to get him to be seen, and nobody would see him because one, he was autistic. Second, he's a child, and no one wanted to deal with that. But I took him on, and literally, I'm not claiming to heal anything, but I healed it. I'm gonna tell you, he don't have his seborrheic dermatitis was so severe that he had circles that were this big in his scalp of bald spots because what happens is a seborrheic dermatitis, the skin flakes so severely that the hair stops growing underneath that area. His hair is now 3 inches long in those bald spots, and the seborrheic dermatitis is gone. So that is like it, you don't even understand. This kid, when I first started doing his hair, it was the saddest thing because I told you he was tangled. He was severely, it was like a dreadlock, a big nasty dread in his hair. And so I spent hours just picking through that. And then after I picked through all of this tangled hair, I had to deal with his scalp. And it was sad because he was hurting and it was bleeding in areas and it was scary for me too, even though I do this. I used my knowledge, everything that I learned about essential oils, everything I learned about how to handle someone with seborrheic dermatitis, about being gentle, about not picking at the scabs that you see on their scalp, about using warm water to soften up the areas that are getting ready to come off instead of just picking them off, allowing the warm water to exfoliate them by themselves. Like I'll use all of those tips and tricks, and literally his scalp is now beautiful. It's beautiful. So that is one of my testimonials, and I hope that that was helpful for you, Thea, to be able to hear that. And I want to show you because Hunter, he was definitely a force to be reckoned with. He was a difficult, just I guess being a kid and kicking his feet in the chair and I was screaming. I went through all of that, but the results was priceless. That's what I love. It. Someone said in the comments, that's what we do this for. And that's what we do this for. You're absolutely right. This is an image of Hunter's seborrheic dermatitis. Here is a video of an image of his scalp after we have gotten everything off of it. We use the warm water. This is a pustule, and this is a pimple underneath, or a pustule, a pimple that has it has hair inside of this. So this is good. The hairs are going to come through here, but the hair is so much hair underneath the skin there that it's causing it to raise up. But all of these hairs that you see, these are all new hairs. This is his scalp before. Seborrheic dermatitis underneath the microscope. Can you imagine? Can you imagine seeing this baby scalp underneath? I mean, it is, look at all of this. You can't even see his scalp. All right. This is why I do what I do. I absolutely love what I do.
How was today? Oh my gosh, I love it. It was so cute. Somebody in the comments said, this was fun, even the not so pretty parts.